Hey there, Wargamers, Justin our Paint here, and today we're going to talk about my Clan Wolf Beta Galaxy hobby updates. I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in today and let me back into your ears, into your phones, into your computers, and allow me to talk about what it is that is my passion, that is wargaming, painting, and currently Battletech. Super excited about it. So, as I mentioned in previous hobby update videos, I have bitten off a lot here, a lot of hobbying to chew through. So let's get into it. Let me show you what I'm working on for my clan stuff. So for my Clan Wolf Beta Galaxy, I've got some Dark Age era mechs I'm working on here, and as well as other stuff. We'll start with the Dark Age, but we've got a Tundra Wolf, which is pretty cool. Mostly dry brushing, airbrushing, washing, and stuff so far. I'm going to do some scratch marks and detail work, but here's where we are on this chica. Boop. And let's see here. We've got our Savage Wolf, which is probably pretty, I won't say iconic, but people are probably familiar with this one from the Dark Age. You've probably seen it. It's been on some artwork and stuff. I really like it. I'm working on another one too. It's been kind of backburnered for a little bit. I'm working on this one for Robert from Fortress. That one's a Steel Wolf one. Kind of looks like Hershey chocolate though. But yeah, my Savage Wolf. We've got a Wolfen, which is just adorable. Pew, pew, pew. Little claw. Rah, rah. I don't know if that's what he actually sounds like, but seemed funny. So yeah, like that little guy. And then we've got an actual Warwolf, which I know the guy from Hardware Studios did a concept one that never got made into plastic. And I really wanted to get one of those prototype mechs. I just couldn't afford to buy one. I think his plastic version looked far superior to the metal one, but they were already painted, and I couldn't afford the prices on eBay because I really wanted to repaint them, so it just wasn't worth spending the money and then repainting someone's work. So I didn't bid. I think if you're going to get something that's painted that quality, that it should stay that way. So hopefully whoever got it appreciates the paint job too. But I really do like the Warwolf. I think it's a pretty cool looking mech. A little bit on the nose for being a Clan Wolf mech, but still cool nonetheless. And now we'll get into some more iconic stuff here. We've got an Uller. I don't know why. He just seems like a mech that does a lot of running. He might have skipped leg day, but he's a little guy. Okay. We've got a Fenris. I find this one to be a little derpy looking, but it's so derpy it's cool, cute. I like it. Boop. And then we've got a Puma. Yeah. This one you can really see the gradient pretty well. Pretty happy with it. Again, this is all airbrush, dry brush as well. No edge highlights. I still got to do all the scratch marks. We've got the Hellbringer, or Loki. A little limited on where decals could go on this one, the Summoner. But we do have the Summoner up next. Both of his were able to go on his chest, which I thought was cool. When applicable and possible, I tried to do the legs to mirror the artwork that came with the Kickstarter for the Beta Galaxy. We've got a Pack Hunter, which isn't listed for them in the Master Unit list, but Isorla, I think is the word for like battle trophy for clanners. So this one was won or taken. I just like it. It looked cool. Pack Hunter, the term sounded like something that a wolf pack would do, and at the time I thought Clan Wolf would be one of their mechs, but I was wrong. But it is for me because I already painted it too. And then I've got a Hunchback 2C, the only 2C I currently have in my clan forces. Not that I have anything against them. There's just so many cool clan mechs that I left the 2Cs for the Inner Spheres for the most part. But I like Hunchbacks, so had to paint him. I like him. And then we've got the Grendel slash Mongrel from the Clan Invasion box set. And we've got a Shadow Cat, which I really like this mech. It's got a nice profile. It's short, squatty, wide, got nice legs. It's just everything about this mech's it checks all the boxes for me for things that I like. It's also, I feel like, got pretty decent like TMM and weapon stats, so I like the Shadow Cat. Let me move some of these out of the way here so we can rotate in some more of the mechs we're working on. We've got a linebacker. I think this is another one that isn't listed on their list. I could be wrong, but again, more trophy stuff. I just thought it looked cool, so I wanted to paint it. Any excuse to paint the models, right? So that's what I did. Kind of get a nice gradient up here, too. And I'll zoom in a little. Let's see that Clan Wolf icon on the side of the nose. Yep. And then we've got our Nova Cat. Put the decals on the side of the leg. And then here, he didn't really have a good spot up here to do them. But his colors represent well, so. I've always liked the way the Nova Cat looks. I'm not sure exactly why. I think it's just big guns, humanoid kind of walking thing, and just, I dig it. I think the term is anthropomorphized, anthropomorphic design might be the term. Let's see here. I've got Mad Dog, which I like. Missed the mold lines didn't come off super well up here, unfortunately, but I'm not terribly worried about it. I think for battle report purposes and for the average person, they're going to look at this and they'll probably be like, that looks okay. So I'm not as worried about missed mold lines. I'm more worried about being able to have painted minis to play games. And I think these guys are hitting the marks for a good tabletop standard. Now, this one is one of my older mechs, so there is some edge highlights on him because he was an older one, particularly the legs. I've steered away from that now for speed, but you'll notice like this guy's legs, the highlights aren't quite as crisp because they're not as deliberate. It's dry brushed, so a little bit more crisp. And we've got a Black Lantern. I think it's another one that Clan Wolf doesn't have listed, but it's so badass. This mech looks sick. Like, if it didn't have that gun and you were to take this and you were to mirror it to the other side, it would still look sick as shit. Like, this mech is awesome. I love how the Black Lantern looks. I also like the linebacker. Where did he go? Right here. But the linebacker kind of looks like a puma and maybe a Black Lantern had a baby. Like, you know, maybe this little fella right here. And this had like a baby and boom, out popped the linebacker. And Clan was like, where you come from? But the Black Lantern, that mech is super cool looking. Like, I'm pretty happy with how the paint jobs come out in the decals. But not only that, it's got this cool, like, fighter jet kind of cockpit. Little asymmetry, which if it's done right, I really like. It's got the rockets, and it's got this nice top where the airbrush and wash were able to get in there. And it's just, this is a solid looking mech. I don't know how the stats are going to be, but it looks super cool, and I had to paint one. So we've got a Warhawk. Or a Massacari, I think is the other name for it. And then we've got a Dire Wolf. This is the Natasha Kerensky legendary sculpt. A little Clan Wolf thing on the side of the cockpit there. The guns on this one are different than the standard Dire Wolf and this one as well. So I wanted to have something unique for this this force, so that's what I did. Yep. And then we've got two Timberwolves here. Now this is particularly unique for me in that I've painted two of them. One of them is old and one of them is new. And one of the things I've had people do is look at them and tell me at first glance, can you tell which one was edge highlighted and which one wasn't? So if you want to take a moment to look at them, which one looks like it has more time in it? This is the Aiden Pride variant. This is the Clan Invasion box. You can tell because their legs are a little different. So I want to have slight variants, but otherwise they look pretty much identical. If you paused, what did you guess? For anyone who now wants to know, this one was the one that had edge highlights. You can kind of tell because the legs, the edge highlights on this one are a little bit more deliberate, and he's already got a few scratch marks that I did. This one's all dry brushed. These are also a little bit more subtle and not as bright because this was dry brush and this had more of a transition of dark gray into a bright gray. And this one didn't have that, but I was able to get this with a dry brush, and this took way longer. And bang for your buck, I decided to start trying some targeted dry brushing. And then the same with the top of the body here. You can see where the sorry, just had a dirt moment. You can see where you know, it looks like it was dry or edge highlighted, but it wasn't. It was dry brushed. That was dry brushed. And some of the telltale signs or some of the lines in here are a bit brighter than like this one, because I edge highlighted and the dry brush couldn't quite get that. This one also has a little bit of a brighter nose because it was painted separate. So a couple of these have slightly different beige or tannish color up top, and that's because they were painted before and my process changed ever so slightly, so you get a slight tint difference, but it is so close, probably like 90%, so it didn't bother me too much. But I really, really like it. And that's just, I feel like with clan stuff, in particular Clan Wolf, you can't go wrong with Timberwolves, but also for most clans, I feel like this is just, it's like the iconic clan mech, and it's in my my top 4 favorite mechs, at least for clan, because my favorite mechs are in no particular order, the Mad Cat / Timberwolf, the Mad Dog / Vulture, the Thor / Summoner, and the Loki / Hellbringer. That's my 4 favorite clans. When it comes to Inner Sphere, there's a whole lot of them. But yeah, in the Fluff, which again, if you haven't read it or read the new book or new magazine, Shrapnel issue 6, my character Justin Cloud Hall is in there, and I don't know if I'm piloting the Mad Dog in that, but for the Kickstarter, that's what I selected to pilot over the Mad Cat. Not because the Mad Cat is, you know, necessarily worse or this is better or anything like that. I felt a lot of people were going to pick this because it was like iconic, so I tried to pick something that I thought would be a little less picked and a little bit more unique and not so, I don't want to, not to say be derogatory, but not like Mary Sue, where it's like, oh, the best. That's why I also didn't pick like a blood name. Granted, my last name is a blood name in real life. My real life last name is a blood name for Ghost Bear, but I didn't pick it for the thing to be a Ghost Bear thing. I'm a merc in the Fluff, so I wanted to pick something that was reasonable, because like, if you're wish listed, you can always be like, well, I'm going to be this super character. I'm going to be, you know, insert whatever. You know, if you're picking a superhero, most people pick a superhero. No one's like, I'm going to be this shield agent, you know, Agent A, some random guy. So I figured for like Fluff stuff, it was more realistic to pick a kind of normal person and see what would happen with the story, which I feel like Blaine's done some cool stuff with it. I'll know more when I read the Shrapnel, but I was also an Hour of the Wolf, and I figured picking a mech that wasn't just like the poster mech might be more practical. Nothing wrong with picking the Mad Cat, but that's why I picked the Mad Dog. I also like the way it functions in video games when I play it. It's one of my go-to mechs, and I play it like its Inner Sphere name. If you play the Mad Dog like a Vulture, and you don't play frontline, you play as more of a ATM or LRM support, you can do a lot of damage for your team. And I felt like for someone who's leading a merc company, like my character was hopefully going to be, I don't know yet, but that's what my intent was, something that sits back and is not at the front, but is leading, telling people, issuing orders, while raining down fire support makes sense. So a lot of thought went into why I picked this, and that was the mech that I wanted to do. But not that variant, because I did merc, so mine will not be a Clan Wolf painted one. So, but with that said, guys, this is the totality of my Beta Galaxy Clan Wolf stuff that I'm currently working on. It is quite a few minis, and I've got plenty of stuff to expand with, but I think right now I got plenty of stuff. So on that note, if you guys enjoyed this video, if you enjoy keeping up with my hobby progress and updates, make sure you hit that like button, sound off in the comments below. Let me know what you think. Are you doing any hobbying of your own? Are you working on a new clan, a new lance, a new merc unit, new inner sphere house? What are you working on? Sound off. Let me know. Drop some Instagram links. Let's see what your hobby progress entails. As always, if you're interested and picking up anything and everything Battletech, check out Fortress Miniatures and Games. He is an official sponsor of the channel now, which is awesome. And if you're looking to pick up anything, check him out. He's also local to me, so supporting him gives me a place to shop local that stays in business, so I can enjoy all things Battletech. If you enjoy this painting here, check out Monument Hobbies. Their per acrylic paint is responsible for 99% of what I have done here. And if you're interested in picking up some custom mechs, 6mm infantry vehicles, and other combined arms stuff, or maybe some terrain, check out deathresigns.com. There's a coupon code below as well to save you a little bit of cash. That's why I work for my day job. Supporting them helps support me, and that it helps keep me employed so I can continue to do this stuff at night after work. So, as always, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today and allowing me to talk about Battletech and just ramble. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you will tune in again, but it is time to go. As always, keep rolling those dice, keep painting those models, and I will catch you next time.